Hey guys, my name is Vijay Sridhara and I welcome you to the series on Manuscribe. In this video, we will look at how to create a new book in Manuscribe. So this is the interface that Manuscribe has. Uh, Nothing is enabled except for new book and open book. You have a couple of elements available on the left bottom. One is the help, where you can quickly look at help on how to access a specific feature in Manuscribe, and there is ideas, where you can quickly create new ideas. For example, I can say fiction and then go into fiction, double click here and put some idea. I want to write a book on aliens, maybe whatever idea. At this point in time, you cannot make this bigger, the window, but you can, it is just for dropping your thought there, so that sometime later you can look at it back and elaborate your idea into a book. So you can create as many ideas and thoughts. It has no relation to your new book or existing old books. These are just ideas that you want to um, jot down somewhere for later reference. So let's quickly create a new book. So this is the icon that you have to click to create a new book. So title, Riders of the First Arc. Subtitle may or may not be required. Will this be used anywhere? Your title will be used if you're printing a ebook in PDF format, but otherwise it doesn't have a different significance. Author, yes, it has a similar significance. If you are trying to print this into an ebook in a PDF format, yes, this has significance. Then I usually select A5 size, which is half of A4 size. When you fold the A4 paper into half, it becomes A5 size. And the width, height and margins, these are all given in hundredths of inch, which means the A5 size has 5.8 wide by 8.27 inches in height. It has 0.5 inch left margin, 0.4 inch right margin, so on for top and bottom margins. So you can quickly create the book, and the structure of your book is depicted on the left side in the tree here. So this is the title of the book. When you click the title, you can see you can create an outline for this. When we start writing an article, a blog, or a book or a booklet, in the middle or somewhere, when our emotion is very intense, we get carried away with the emotion or the idea or the thought that we had at that point in time, and we digress from the main theme and do a lot of other work. So just not to digress, so if we can put the outline for what we are trying to achieve in this literary work or the book, then that will be helpful for us as we draft the book. So this is the outline. So just an outline. It has no significance in the book whether you print it or create a manuscript out of it. It is just for your guidance, that you're not deviating from the main storyline. So you can put whatever guidance points you want to have, so that you stay the course. Or maybe you started writing a book, you had some work in between, which so you had to leave writing the book for about 3 or 4 months, and you came back, you don't know what you're doing. Do you really have to read through the entire chapters, or can you just quickly go through the outline and resume your work? So drafts and chapters are like the chapters are the main content of the book, where you can get this printed or create a manuscript out of it, whereas drafts are something you have an idea about a scene or a story, but you don't know into which chapter or which page it will go into. So you can create a draft up to you. So I will call it scene X because I don't know where it will go really. And then I draft something blah blah blah. So something goes here, and the page is saved. You don't have to save the page, but certainly you need to save the book. So when I click to save the book, so you can save the book as whatever you want. Once it is saved, the file name is tracked, and you can continuously save it on the same file as you edit the book. So now this is the scene. I know that I have a story in this scene, or a complete scene that is happening, but I do not know into which chapter will it actually go. So I will start writing my chapters. I will create a new chapter. Chapters and drafts are same in the organization or in the structure, but a draft is something which is not confirmed yet into a chapter. So they both have the same kind of content. So I will say chapter 1. So when I click chapters, there is a synopsis and chapter name that is shown. So there is a typo here. So I can put in synopsis. And I can start writing my book. Right. And I can select a style and give it a header. If this is a chapter title, and start writing the book. At some point in time, I realized that my scene X will become second chapter. So I will just have to right click on it and say move to chapters. So it gets moves to chapters. Go to chapters and rename that as chapter 2. That's all you need to do. So it got as got the name as chapter 2. Now at some point in time you realize that chapter 2 is not required at all, so you just move it to trash, and there you go. It is under trash, and once you empty the trash, it will move away from the trash, but it is still lying there. You cannot edit this chapter in trash, but it is still available for you. Now at some point in time, after going through a lot of work, you realize that chapter 2 is really required at some point, and you want to restore it. So you can restore it back. So you can move the chapters from drafts to chapters, chapters to trash, trash back to chapters, or trash back to drafts. So wherever the origin of the chapter was, if it is from drafts, to trash, you can move it back to drafts. If it is chapters to trash, you can move it back to chapters. And then there is some research work that you want to do while doing your work or while writing your book, which you can gather here. Images, documents, text files, and even YouTube videos. It doesn't save the video, it saves the URL of the video, and you can watch the video through Manuscribe itself. You don't have to go outside or open Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox or Chrome browser, but you can directly watch the video from Manuscribe itself. Similarly, documents are nothing but RTF documents. These are not Word or spreadsheets, because Word and spreadsheets follow a certain format which Manuscribe doesn't recognize, and RTF is an openly available format. So you can save your documents into RTF format and import it into documents, or you can create a new document by yourself. So by clicking this plus icon, you can create a new document and jot down whatever you want. We'll look at it in the subsequent videos. You can also search the web directly from here. So for any quick reference that you want to do, and then progress. So it will tell you how much progress have you done on a specific day, what is the total word count of your book, and what is the delta that you had done on that day. So this is all that completes the introduction on Manuscribe. Thanks for watching.